The Path to Greatness, a story of failure and success. In the bustling city of Newbridge, there was a young man named Liam who had dreams larger than life. He grew up surrounded by stories of great inventors, artists, and leaders who had changed the world, and he knew deep within him that he wanted to leave his mark too. His passion was engineering. He loved creating things with his hands and mind. From a young age, Liam was fascinated by how things worked, always dismantling household gadgets, much to his parents' dismay, just to put them back together again. By the time Liam graduated from college with a degree in mechanical engineering, he was filled with enthusiasm and confidence. He knew that success was just around the corner. He had a brilliant idea for a new type of eco-friendly, affordable electric bike that he believed would revolutionize transportation in urban areas. He spent months sketching designs, building prototypes, and refining his invention. Every detail had to be perfect. When he felt ready, he launched his startup, GreenRide. Investors seemed interested, and Liam was sure he was on the verge of success. His first prototype received great feedback, and orders started coming in from excited customers. Liam felt like he was on top of the world. But as the orders increased, so did the challenges. The first batch of bikes that were shipped had serious issues. Some bikes stopped working after just a week, while others had parts that malfunctioned. Customers began to complain. Social media buzz turned negative, and investors started pulling out. Liam was devastated. His dream was crumbling before his eyes. For weeks, he barely left his small workshop. He sat among piles of returned bikes and discarded parts, feeling like a complete failure. How could everything have gone so wrong? He had been so certain that his invention would change the world. But now, he was facing bankruptcy, and his reputation as an engineer was tarnished. One evening, while staring at the broken bikes scattered across the floor, Liam's phone rang. It was his old professor from college, Dr. Howard, who had been a mentor to him throughout his academic journey. "Liam, I heard what happened. I know you're going through a rough time, but I want to remind you of something," Dr. Howard said. Liam sighed. "I don't know what to do. I feel like I've failed completely. Maybe I'm not cut out for this." Dr. Howard chuckled softly. "Do you remember the story I told you about Thomas Edison? How many times did he fail before inventing the light bulb?" Liam thought for a moment, remembering the famous quote. "He failed 1,000 times, right?" "Exactly, Doctor." Howard replied. "Edison didn't see those 1,000 failures as failures. He saw them as steps toward success. Each failure taught him something new. You're not defined by your mistakes, Liam. You're defined by how you rise from them. The greatest innovations are born from perseverance, not perfection." The words struck a chord with Liam. He realized that failure wasn't the end. It was a necessary part of the journey. His invention wasn't bad. It just needed more work. The problems he faced weren't roadblocks. They were lessons. With renewed determination, Liam got back to work. He carefully studied each faulty bike, identifying where things had gone wrong. He reached out to his customers, apologizing for the mistakes and offering to personally fix or replace their bikes. To his surprise, many of them appreciated his honesty and willingness to make things right. Over the next few months, Liam redesigned the bike's components, improved the electrical systems, and tested each bike rigorously. He sought feedback from engineers and even collaborated with a few experienced mechanics to perfect the design. Slowly but surely, GreenRide started to rebuild its reputation. One day, Liam received an email from a well-known environmental activist who had heard about his electric bike project. She loved the idea of promoting eco-friendly transportation and wanted to feature GreenRide in a documentary about sustainable startups. This exposure gave Liam's company a much-needed boost, and soon, orders started coming in again. But this time, the bikes were reliable, efficient, and loved by customers. As GreenRide thrived, Liam reflected on the tough times when failure seemed overwhelming. Those setbacks, he realized, had shaped his resilience and taught him valuable lessons. GreenRide became a leader in eco-friendly transport, and Liam's story appeared in magazines as proof that failure leads to success. He often said, "Success isn't avoiding failure, it's embracing it." Liam's journey inspired countless entrepreneurs, proving that failure is key to growth. GreenRide's legacy stood as a symbol of perseverance, showing that every failure is a step closer to success.